Although we now know that Beretta was founded in 1526, for the longest time they thought it was founded in 1680. And so in 1980 they made a set of tercentennial guns. They made the over and under percussion gun that you've seen on the channel in the past called the Model 1000. They made a 687 with a grey action with some special engraving, numbered 1 to 300, 1 to 200. And they made this, the tercentennial black and gold Sporter. And I have one here today that I've been kindly lent to share with you. This one is in lovely condition. It's got the case, the chokes, the original hang tag. That's quite nice. And well, although the stock isn't original, the gun does have an original stock, but being that it was left-handed and the current owner is right-handed, he stuck a 694 stock on there, which makes a lot of sense because the 694 stock looks lovely and it doesn't look out of place on this gun. Let's get it together. The first thing you notice when you pick this gun up is that it's really quite heavy. Obviously the 694 stock is a big beast, but back then in 1980 the 682 stocks were quite big lumps as well. But the balance on it is fairly well over the hinge, one would say. We're quite happy with that, which is really nice. And this heavy gun with all that mid-weight does feel like you destroy clays with it, which is the sort of feeling you want when you pick up a clay gun. On the back, it's obviously a 694 stock, so it's got a new heel plate in the 694 stock. The original would have had, probably back then, just a rubber plate, I would have thought, just one of a rubber hard heel plate in black. The action is where it started to get quite cool. It is black gloss with gold inlaid borders. P Beretta, 1680 to 1980 on the bottom, gold trigger, and 177 out of 300. The interesting thing about this gun is they only ever delivered 200 of them, but kept the numbering out of 300, which, well, is interesting, I guess, but if that's all that people ordered, then at least it keeps the original aesthetic and doesn't flood the market with a gun that people aren't perhaps comfortable with. And Beretta have done that a couple of times over the years, as you've seen in other videos that we've done. The barrels are flat black, marked sporting, 2 3/4 and 3 inch and 29.5 inches in length, which was a pretty common length for their sporters back then. The barrels are finished in a flat black that was done throughout the 80s on a lot of their sporting guns, and I really like this. I've always liked this. I thought it might clash with the glossy black, but it doesn't, not really. The fore-end is a Schnabel fore-end. This is original and the finish is original. It has that sort of dirt in the checkering that you can expect with a gun of this age. The rib is not reverse taper, but it's parallel from out there like an old Browning, and then tapers back to the back of the action. It's not uncommon to see these on older Berettas. Every time I do, I just smile, because very quickly they just went to a complete parallel from the back there, which is 8mm or 10mm, which is quite cool. I like this gun. It's just something a bit different. Obviously I love gold. Guys, it's just nice to share a story with you. Take care. Thank you for watching, guys. This channel is made possible by our amazing sponsors. You can find out more about them in the description down below. And if you want to support the channel, you can join as a member. You get loads of extra content, well, some extra content, and occasionally we hook up and go clay shooting together as a membership group. If you don't feel like joining today, we really appreciate you watching and subscribing. Have a wonderful day.